You know it ain't easy if it's gonna be this cheesy. Let me present to you the lobster mac and cheese. First off, get you some garlic. Now, how many cloves you choose is up to you. All depends on a person's taste, really. If you like garlic, add a lot. If not, add a little. No matter what, though, you're gonna need at least 1 to 2 shallots, for sure. Now, first step is to take those and to chop it all up into a very fine consistency. Get it all minced. So mince your garlic, mince your shallots. Get it all to that consistency, basically. Now you're going to want to set these aside and put them into little containers. Basically, we're just doing a little prep right here. Now, no matter what, always make sure that you're wiping down your cutting board or countertop, whatever, especially with garlic and shallots. That can really seep into the other foods that you're using. Now, for the best part, that cheese. You're going to want a variety of cheeses here, going from melting to robust flavor, and you're going to need a lot of it. So first off, you got this Lille Gruyere. It's a flavorful and a melting cheese. As you can see, the rind shows its freshness. It's cave aged. Give it that little bit of pungent flavor, but it melts really well. You want to shred it all for optimum melting. Next, your Parmigiano for its robust flavor. Again, the rind, you can tell it's fresh. Shred it all up to the fine consistency that you're going to be needing it at as the mountain grows. Next, you're going to want to get some creamy, melting cheeses going. So we got the Havarti and the mozzarella. I mean, obviously for that one, for the melting ability. I mean, come on. And once you get yourself a pile that high, you're good. And don't forget to subscribe. Now, if you can get them fresh, awesome. If you can't, you can always get them from the store. And now this step, it's not like crucial. I've just found that it's a lot easier to scoop that meat out when you butterfly the tails. So preferably, I say butterflying. Get you some shears and cut down the tail all the way to the tail. Tail. It's a tall tail of the tails. You got to excuse me. It's been a long night at work. Now you want to make sure that you have a pot of water, oil, and salt. Get it all boiling up. And once you get it to a boil, add your tails in. Now for cooking time for your tails, you got 1 minute per ounce. So a 4-ounce tail will take you 4 minutes. As you can see, it'll start to change into a reddish color. Once you get them out, put them into a nice bath, stop the cooking process, grab your noodles. Now in the same pot of water you cook the lobster tails, cook the noodles just before al dente. Now in another pot, start melting your butter, throw in your shallots, your garlic, and get that all cooking. You want to cook out pretty much some of that excess moisture, a little bit of that excess water, all up in your butter. Now you want to add equal parts of butter to flour. So if you got 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of flour cornstarch, I say use some cornstarch. It makes it a little easier. It's not so like gritty in your roux. Next, add plenty of heavy cream, a little bit of whole milk, season with some salt, season with some fresh ground black pepper, a little paprika, and some coarse ground mustard. A few drizzles of white wine preferably, but if you got white wine vinegar, that works too. Now this is an important step here. Make sure that you remove your pot off the heat before you add that cheese. Otherwise the cheese won't melt right. Now mix your noodles and your cheese all together, get it into a dish, add lobster up in there, some finely chopped parsley, give it a stir. Finally top it with some shredded Parmesan, a little bit more of that lobster, and then get it into the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Then you'll be looking at a beautiful, beautiful lobster mac and cheese.
and to God.
But make sure you let it cool for about 5 to 10 minutes, and look at that cheesiness. Don't forget to like and also subscribe. It's bona fide.